Hey everybody, it's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I'm back with another episode of the Crafty Nomad podcast, and this is Sunday Shenanigans. All right, so we've got a few things to talk about today, and I'm going to do some whips. I will talk about some finishes, new design in the works, and also a May wrap up. It's gonna be really quick. I did a lot in May, but there are just a lot of things that I cannot share with you yet because they are for the Summer Yarny YouTube hop. All right, so again, I'm Kim the Crafty Nomad. I am your host, and you can find me on Instagram as at Kim the Crafty Nomad. You can find me on Ravelry at Pettiskimnits, Pettiskimknits. Etsy shop and Facebook group and email will be linked in the description box below. All right, and if I can, I will also link patterns if I can, books if I can, and all of those things. So let's just get started with what whips I sort of touched this week. Now, like I said, I have worked quite a bit. So again, it feels like I was doing so much, but I didn't, there's so many things that I cannot show you yet. So it feels like, why don't I have more to talk about? But all in due time. But we're gonna start with finishes first, okay, and then we'll go to whips. So finish, this is the Kim bucket. This is the Kim bucket. This is my own design. It is a sun hat, and I started out with this idea that I really wanted to make a bucket hat. And I wanted it to look buckety. Like, I didn't want it to look real floppy and wavy. And so I think I may have done it, So this is like brand new. Just picked up the yarn and hooks yesterday and started going for it. And then, so it still needs to be tweaked before there's an actual pattern that will be released. But yeah, this is the Kim bucket, and I really love it. I just want you guys to know I had this Karen ripple cake, and I still have a ton left. So this, I made a Just Breathe shawl with this last year. And I had 2 balls of this Karen ripple cake in the colorway Meadow. And I only used a tiny bit of this one to finish the last few rows of the shawl. So if I can find a picture of the shawl, I'll pop it up somewhere around in here so you can see it. But I still had almost this entire cake left. Now this is a number 3 light, 100% cotton, and machine washable and dryable. They recommend a 4mm hook and a 4mm needle as well on this. And as you can see, it's pretty yellows. There's a little bit of a gray green. Of course, there's white, and it's like twisted. So that's where they get the ripple. It's like a thin thread of something that wraps around the single. It looks like it's a single ply of yarn with a thread wrapped around it, which gives it the ripple. And you can see a little bit more right there where it's not as tightly twisted. And then there's some golden rod color in there. It's really a pretty colorway. And anyway, I grabbed this, but I did not want a super floppy hat. So I decided to hold it together, and what I held it together with was a Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton, and it was just a white in the colorway white, and it's a number 4. So this hat was made with a combination of a 3 and a 4 held double. Okay, and I definitely used my favorite stitch ever. I'll pop some pictures in just so you can see it a little bit more up close without me getting all the way in the camera. But I used the herringbone half double crochet, and I really love how it came out. I was really looking for something that was more structured than some of the other things that I've seen in the way of bucket hats crocheted. And then there were some folks that have done the granny square. They call it a bucket hat, but it really is really floppy. And bucket hats generally are not. They are not floppy when you really look at them. And so I really wanted to try and do it without purchasing a pattern. I figured I could probably do it. Now, I feel like this one is a little more sun hatty, you know, and I really like that actually. And it's gonna give me some shade, block out the sun. But yeah, I love how it came out. So this is the Kim bucket. I pretty much achieved everything that I wanted. I feel like it's just a little bit, I think for me, it's totally fine because I have a big head. But if I'm going to release it as a pattern, it's probably too big and too loose for most people. But I really, really enjoy it. And again, like I said, I'm going to pop up some pictures so you can see it. So that's that finished. My other finishes, I actually took them to work, and I did not bring them. So I did, but I'll show you, and I'll pop up some pictures so you can see. I finished the lion from this book. And I don't think I showed this guy yet on an episode. But I finished, I think I showed him in progress. If I did show it, sorry. But I finished that guy. I didn't finish the baby, I finished the daddy. And well, you'll be seeing pictures popped up here and there. I do have them sitting on my desk at work. And then I also finished the Eva doll, which is a pattern, a free pattern from Neogurumi. And I believe I probably showed Eva and this guy, the lion. I probably did show it on the wrap session, I can't remember. But I did show Eva for sure on Wednesday. And anyway, I'll still pop up a picture of her. She's also sitting on my desk at work. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep a smile on your face, right? So I like to have my little crochet things around me if I can. And so I have Eva at work, and yeah, so I'm popping up. You should see pictures by now. Free pattern from Neogurumi, and also the pattern for the outfit is also from her. So check that out. So those are the 3 finishes for today. All right, and let's see. Next, we're going to talk about whips. I did not bring the February lady sweater over here. Last Monday was a day off. I thought sure I was going to, was it Monday? No. Tuesday, Jordan didn't feel well. So I was at home with him. And, you know, in between making sure he was okay, I was actually working on the February lady sweater. And y'all, that lace just about killed me. So we are regrouping. I had to like rip back several rows because you really, for me, I couldn't tell if I was doing the lace right until I had done like 4 or 5 rows, and then I was like, wait a minute, these eyelets are not lining up. And so sorry, notifications just came in. And anyway, the eyelets weren't lining. It was not looking like the pattern, and I was like, this is going to kill me. And so I think this was exactly a point where I ended up stopping before. It's the lace that's getting me, you know. So I'm going to just regroup and do something different. And I do have a plan, and if it works out, you will be seeing it soon on what I'm going to do to make this sweater work, because I'm going to finish this sweater. It just may not look like the February lady sweater completely, but it's coming. So I didn't bring it over here because I just ripped it all the way back to when I first separated for the sleeves. And so that's where we're at on that right now. So no progress. It doesn't look like progress, though. I spent hours working on this thing. and I still ended up ripping it apart. So, ripping it back. So that's that for that. Then I definitely worked a little bit last night on Ivy Cottage. And let me remind you, Ivy Cottage is from Afghans for All Seasons. This is a Leisure Arts and Oxmoor House joint publication. And Ivy Cottage is something that I really want to finish for my mother. Hopefully for Christmas, because I'm thinking I'm not going to make it for the birthday, but let me find it. I don't have it bookmarked. I mean, really, Kim? Alright, look. Let me look in the table of contents. I love this hat so much, guys. Ivy Cottage is on page 56. I had passed it. And this is made up of 7 panels. Some of the panels are leaf panels, and that's the berry panel. So the ones with just the leaves is right there. That's a leaf panel. And then on here, this is the berry panel. Okay? So I decided, so you have to make you make 4 leaf panels and 3 berry panels, and then you will eventually join them together. Now, unlike them, I'm doing mine all in the Lion Brand Pound of Love in the colorway Cherry. And I have 1 leaf panel already completed, which you guys have seen. I've been working on a berry panel. And so I have done 2 repeats of something that I have to do rows 7 to 14 12 times. 12 more times. So I really still have about 11 more times to do it, but this is how it is coming up. It's one of those patterns you really can't. It's nothing about this that is mindless. And so I really have to just stop. I have to have the book. I have to read, you know. So it's taking a little bit more time, but that's okay. I'm enjoying it. It's going to come out stunning. I think it's going to be worth every bit of effort. Now, why am I showing you Ivy Cottage? I normally would show you Ivy Cottage on Squared Up Saturdays, but here is what's happening. So that now that I'm back at work, I am out and about a little bit more. The weather is nice, and you know, COVID is calming down, you know, so there's more opportunities to go out and see people. And I'm truly content at home. But if I have an opportunity to meet somebody that, you know, I may not get that chance, or if I get a chance to spend time with good friends, I'm gonna do it. Still trying to stay safe and still healthy, thank God. But I said all that to say I'm just out and about more. So when I set up all of the videos, the plan at the beginning of the year, at that time I was not back at work. I was still kind of not going out as much. And then April came and life picked all the way back up, and you know, I barely had time to crochet at all in April, but that was unusual. A few trips, wonderful things happening, graduation, BTS, Jordan's birthday, all that happened in April. But what I realized is that because I'm going to be out and about a little bit more, I'm going to have to slow down on some of the video production, okay? Because I just don't have as much time. So I'm not having as much progress on some of these things. So here's the plan. I'm going to show you progress on everything that I touch on a weekly basis on a Sunday for Sunday Shenanigans. Once a month, I believe I will go back and do a Squared Up Saturday so you can see all those modular blankets, but you'll be seeing them throughout the month. But as I progress and I get more, I will put a video together to show you, and so we can still keep up with all of those plans. So that is the plan. That is why I'm showing you Ivy Cottage here, rather than doing an episode of Squared Up Saturday, because really that's the only one that I touched, so it wouldn't be much of an episode. So yeah, there you go. That's why I'm showing you Ivy Cottage. All right, so there's Ivy Cottage. And as if I didn't have enough blankets, you guys know on June the 1st, we started, some of us in the Facebook group, I need a lint brush. I got this dress attracted all the yarn bits, you know, in the dryer and the washer. So, and I'm going to church today. I'm actually going to church. And so I'm really dressed for church for the most part. I just need to get the lint brush on this thing. But anyway, it's like a long, comfy purple dress, and really nice with this. I'm not sure about these. You know, I like these. However, and I feel like this hat really does call for a big earring. However, I just don't have a long neck. And so they end up laying on me. And I don't like that. So I really want to make, I think what I'm going to do, and I never do this, but because this is cotton yarn, I think I'm going to. I don't ever want to make like earrings out of acrylic yarn in general, but cotton for sure I'm gonna do. So I think I'm gonna make a matching pair of round earrings. I didn't have time to do that yet, so these are going to do. Anyway, I digress. So we started our make along on June the 1st for the Starburst blanket, and we are having so much fun. There are so many people posting their progress. Everybody is wanting to make more than one, and so do I. I'm trying to hold back. So of course I started mine. And what I am using, what I decided to use was this Karen cake. This is a Karen big cake, and the colorway is I think toffee brickle, very fall, right? And it's 100% acrylic, and you get 603 yards in the big cake. This is a number 4, okay? So I grabbed that, and I'm pairing it with this Craft Smart Big Idea. Crafter's Secret Big Idea. Oh wait, I had it upside down. Crafter's Secret Big Idea. And it is, what is it? All the specs, you guys know this, 100% acrylic. You get 810 yards. This is the colorway Dark Ivory. It's also a number 4. And I bought this when the yarns were 30% off. So this was $7 for this. Normally normally 10. All right, and so I am using the Starburst blanket tutorial from Bella Coco. And here is how it's coming along. I love how it's coming out. And you guys know I'm not a color controller. I love color, and I love how this color is falling. I'm so excited because I'm about to get back to this color. Because you can see that gray that's coming out. What comes after that is that peacock blue. I can't wait. But I love how it's coming out. Initially, I wanted to do like, I wanted to find like a pumpkin color for my solid. But I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with how this one is coming along. And you know, because of the way I have chosen to do it, I could have just done the cake alone. But because I'm breaking it up like that, I'm definitely going to have some ends to weave in. So what I'm doing, and it did work out. So you do the initial setup rows, and then you keep doing row 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9 over and over again. And what I did was I got myself to where I could do 7, 8, 9 in the cake, and then 7, 8, 9 in the dark ivory. 7, 8, 9 in the cake, and I think that's 7 and 8 so far on the ivory. So just got to put in one more row of the ivory, and then I will be back to my cake. So I really love how this is coming out. I love how easily and quickly it works up, and I love the color choices that everybody is making. Like, these are coming out so pretty. It would have been gorgeous if I had just stuck with the cakes, because I have 2 of these cakes. So at first I was like, I'm just gonna do a baby blanket, but I'm gonna make it as big as I possibly can make it with the yarn that I have. So I'm excited for that. I love how it's coming out, and I think for today that's going to be all of my whips that I'm going to share with you guys today. So now let me just talk to you. Let's see. Let me give you some quick rundown of May wrap up, and then I'll give you a little bit of upcoming, and then we're going to be done. I'm not going to keep you very long. All right, so for May, and if I can pop up pictures, I will. The things that let me go back here. Okay, so here's what I wanted to do in May. I wanted 5 squares for the Christmas blanket. I wanted to finish the April and May square of the memory blanket. I wanted to finish the dragon. I wanted to sew a few bags. I wanted to finish that crochet hat. And I wanted some progress on my summer Yarny YouTube Hop projects. Okay? Well, let me tell you what I actually did. I finished the dragon for sure. I only got 1 square done for the Christmas blanket. Out of the 5 I wanted, I got 1 done. And then as far as everything else, I just got halfway finished with the April square from the memory blanket. I did not sew any bags, and I did not finish that hat. That hat might get abandoned, we'll see. And then progress on the summer themed projects. Absolutely, I have made tons of progress. I am just about done. I pretty much have an empty project bag, except for the yarns that are still in there, so I can show you when I reveal this whole thing to you. But that has taken up a lot of my time, and I'm very excited because really I gotta make that final. I gotta make my video soon. I have to have it done way before the day of the first day of summer, because we're going to create a playlist and all of that. So I'm very excited. I did get a lot done on that, and I'm not down about the things that I didn't get done, because hey, you gotta have something, man. If you shoot for nothing, you get it every time. It's what they say. So we shot for it, and we got some stuff done. I mean, I'm super proud of the fact that I finished the dragon. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with that dragon. I'm still happy. I won't show them to you again, but I'm really happy with the dragon. In addition to that, I did finish the corner to corner blanket in the month of May. So, and I finished the little bear in pajamas. I did finish the lion. And I finished the Eva doll, which the Eva doll was another long languishing whip. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the things that we got done in May. So that is the wrap up. Okay, and then for this hat, we'll be working on it, and once we get the pattern to where I'm happy with it, then we'll maybe do a tester call on this one, and then hopefully get this pattern ready to be released. And but Stephanie from Stephanie's Yarn Escape is doing I think it's called a cake along, whatever it's called. It's basically you need to get a cake of yarn and make a project, and I think this qualifies. So I'm going to enter that into her make along. And then for the Attack of the Amigurumi, I finished the duck. Did I not write down the duck? I think I finished the duck in May as well, right? I didn't finish that in April. I finished that duck in May. So I don't even have the duck on here. Let me put that down. Duck. I finished the duck. Oh, because last week I guess I did show you guys the bear and the lion. So I guess I don't need to show you the lion again. But Eva, I showed that on a Wednesday wrap session. So yeah, I finished the duck. Let's see. Yeah, I forgot to put the duck on the list. So I finished 5 amigurumis, 1 blanket, and 1 square for the month of May. So pretty good stuff. All right, so this is going into that make a lot. Oh, so this is the first June finish. This is my very first June finish. All right, so then what's upcoming for Stephanie from Stephanie's Yarn Escape. She is for the theme of Attack of the Amigurumi 2022. The theme for June is zoo animals, and I just ran across this book that I really haven't completed anything out of. This is a book I bought very early on in my crochet career. It is called Annie's Crochet Animal Amigurumi to Crochet. And my copyright date I cannot see, but this was $8.95 when I bought it. And it's got some cute stuff in here. Now I will say, I did start to make this, and I believe that all the parts that I already made are still around here somewhere. So I might drag that out for and put that on for Wednesday wrap session, to add that in. I definitely have a lot of those pieces made. I'm gonna go look for it, but I'm pretty sure I have it in a yarn bag. But I don't see a copyright on here, which is surprising. It goes right into the patterns. The first page, there's no copyright date on here. I am looking. Let's see if it's in the bag. I'm surprised. Yeah, okay, here it is. 2013. Yep, 2013. And for this little elephant, this book, I'm gonna make the elephant for zoo animals. I'm gonna make this guy. Yep, I am going to make this guy. And I remember all of these patterns in here, they're posable. You can move the arms and legs around and pose them. So I'm gonna go for it with the elephant because I think he's so cute. So I'm gonna give that guy a try for Stephanie of Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Plus, look at this opportunity to use these kind of eyes. I never can find the right project for those, but I am looking forward to trying that. So that's coming up. Okay. I think that's everything. So please join us on the make along, join the Facebook group. So if you're making a star blanket, we want to see all of your pictures, and I'm hoping that I can do like a little slideshow of people's progress as we continue on with this. And then I keep talking about upcoming, so I won't mention that, but get ready for Christmas in July make along. Okay, let's get ready for that. It's just, okay. And get ready for the reveal on June 21st. Everybody has been adding sneak peeks of what their projects are going to be. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what people are making for their summer themed project. Anyway, I'm going to end it out right here. I thought this was going to be short, and I'm almost at 30 minutes. I'm probably going to put some footage at the end of this. I got the opportunity to hang out with Vicky from Gotcha Hooked, Jamie from Parlez-Vous Crochet on Instagram, and with Classy Kim from here on YouTube. And I'll put a little bit of footage at the end of this. Other than that, guys, and that's why, I was talking about how we get an opportunity to meet people and being out and about, that there's not going to be as much time on Saturdays to crochet, and really, that's really my time, right? Because I'm working. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I will see you guys in the next video. Until we meet again, keep it crafty. Bye. Everybody!
Yes!
Look at
We're
us.
down at Parlez-Vous Crochet.
Y'all doing video?
Yes, okay. We having a good old time down here, y'all.